Okay, the next section involves pony questions. First question, why do I like the show so much? Pretty much just everything about it. I think a lot that has to do with it is how cute the characters are and just the colors. The pastel colors sort of like draw your attention and like to the cuteness. And the characters I think are the main thing. A lot of people say the animation, but I'm like, the animation isn't everything. It's if if it's not going to have good characters or good writing, then the animation won't matter at all. It has to have some good writing and good characters. If it doesn't have that, then it's not going to be a good cartoon. Thankfully, it does, so it is. The next question is, when I watch episodes, do I focus more on the plot, characters, etc. for the reviews that I do, or do I just enjoy the show? The answer to that is I actually watch the episode twice when it comes out. First, I just watch it to just watch it and enjoy it, and I don't like try to critique it or anything. And then I watch it again, and then I try to and then I try to critique it. So that's how I do my reviews. The third question in this section is, am I going to do a season 2 mega review? Yes, I will eventually, but I'm not sure when. And then I come to this question, who is my favorite pony? And there's a little subsection for this question. Of the main six, it would be Twilight. Of minor characters, probably, well, I might get some hate for this, but I like Diamond Tiara because she's a really good antagonist. And of the background ponies, that would be Seafoam or Sweet Swirl or Dolphin Dream. People don't care enough to give her like a really official name, so. But yeah, she's my favorite background pony because of the dolphins. And my favorite non-pony character is Angel. I just love his attitude. My favorite episode of season 1 and 2, of season 1 is Green Isn't Your Color. I picked that after a while of thinking about it. For season 2, I haven't really thought that much on it yet, but it might be between a couple of the Twilight episodes, like Lesson Zero or It's About Time. And the finale is really good, but I'm not sure if I should count that because everybody loves the finale, except for 4chan. But another really good one I liked was a Friend Indeed, mainly for the song. So I guess that just like disqualifies it because of the song. Yeah, because the actual moral of the episode is kind of weird. How did I react when Derpy spoke, and what is my general opinion on it? I was watching the last roundup in a stream, and I was talking to Saber on Skype, and that was actually the first episode that I ever watched during a stream. And I was really surprised. Saber was surprised more than I was. I thought it was cool. I mean, like in my review, I sort of like put it to the side, and I put it at the end, saying that, oh yeah, Derpy spoke, because I guess to me it's not as big a deal. But it is really sad that they had to edit it, especially with all the other things that they have in the show. But my general opinion on it is that people kind of freak out too much about that kind of thing. Like if Derpy was never part of the show, it would still be a good show. So yeah, I think people are a little bit too sensitive about that subject. What am I looking forward to in season 3? I'm looking forward to some more character development. We had a lot of that in season 2, but I still want to have some more, and also some more adventurous type episodes. I don't feel like we got enough of those in season 2. We had quite a lot in season 1 with like Storm of the Century and Dragon Shy and A Dog and Pony Show. We didn't have many of those in season 2. The only one I can really think of off the top of my head that was sort of adventurous was Dragon Quest. Other than that, I'd like to see like the ponies like go on an adventure somewhere, and also some more like story arcs, like where they would like go on an adventure and make it a story arc, kind of like the first generation ponies. Has my view on a character changed throughout the series? Yes. My view on Rarity changed a lot. At first, she was like my least favorite pony, but then as I started rewatching the episodes and throughout season 2, I realized that all of her episodes are like the best episodes. Like Sweet and Elite, Sisterhood Social, Suited for Success, A Dog and Pony Show. Those are all really, really excellent episodes. And also Diamond Tiara, because everybody hates Diamond Tiara to begin with, but I started actually to like her and like Ponyville Confidential because she pulled off her role really well. How long do I think the show will last, or how long do I think it will remain good? The hub is going to latch on to this show for as long as they can, since it's like their bread and butter right now. So I'm hoping that we'll get maybe 6 seasons. I'm not sure if it'll last that long, but it would be really sweet if it did. Hopefully, it will remain good for that long. It seems like the original staff is like slowly going to deteriorate because for the next season, it seems like there's some other people have been leaving. Like Charlotte Fullerton, she left, but that was because of personal reasons. I think as long as like they keep the same feel and know what they're doing and hire the right people, because they did hire a new writer, but she's like good with like female roles, so hopefully she'll do really well. I think that if it lasts for 6 seasons, that they'll try and make it good. Have I ever seen MLP live? No, but I have seen YouTube clips of it, and it's pretty bad. What do I think about each writer on the show? I think each writer has their strengths and their weaknesses. Like M.A. Larson, he's done Sword of the Century and Luna Eclipse and Sonic Ringboom, and usually he deals with lore and stuff like that. But his morals are like very very vague. Like they feel pretty tacked on. Like in Sword of the Century, that felt tacked on. In Sonic Ringboom, that felt tacked on. And for someone like Megan McCarthy, which I love Megan McCarthy's episodes, but some people hate her episodes, which is really weird to me. Like Lesson Zero, it's over the top, but it's funny. And then there's Party of One, which is also over the top and funny, but people, I don't know. And also some writers from season one who I didn't really like that much was like Dave Polsky. I didn't like his episodes too much. And then Chris Savino, I think he was an all right writer. I'm not sure why he wasn't in season two. He wrote Ghostbusters and Stairmaster, which Ghostbusters was really good. Stairmaster not so much, but Ghostbusters was. And Dave Polsky, he did Feeling Pinky Keen and Over a Barrel. A lot of people already know my opinion on Feeling Pinky Keen. I don't really like it. And Over a Barrel just kind of added me. If I could choose any voice actor to appear in a future episode, who would it be? I'd actually choose a dead voice actor, but it's too bad that he's dead because I think he'd be really excellent. I'd really like for Tony J to be a villain. I think that would be really, really great, but he's dead now, so that can't happen. For those of you who don't know who Tony J is, he was the villain in Hunchback of Notre Dame. I forgot the name of the villain, but he was also Megabyte in Reboot, and his voice is like a perfect villain voice. But since he can't do anything, I would say just like a cameo from John DiMaggio, and because he's worked on many many shows, it would be nice to have him as a cameo of like a one shot character or something. Him or Thor Van Orman. Have I seen any other shows with John Delancey in them? I've seen a little bit of The Next Generation with my dad because my dad was a fan of that show, but I don't remember seeing any episodes with him in it. So, no, I don't think I've seen any other shows with John Delancey in them. What MLP sites do I visit? I visit the Equestria Forums, which is equestriaforums.com. Equestria Daily sometimes, just not as much as I used to. I also visit the NC Bronies site, which is ncbronies.com, and that's pretty much it. The other places I visit, I also visit Everfree Radio now that Brony Breakdown is on it. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I pretty much stay on Tumblr and YouTube most of the time. What is my opinion on MLP other than Generation 4? Other than Generation 4, I just know that like Generation 3 is like the horrid one, and I've seen a little bit of My Little Pony Tales. I watched a few episodes with Saber, and it's not bad, but it's bad enough to where you can make fun of it. It's kind of like those really cheesy early '90s cartoons that were based on toys. And then but the original series, I haven't actually seen any of the original series, but I do want to because I've seen like the description on the episodes of how there's like a 10 episode story arc for the first 10 episodes. And I think that's really cool. I wish they would do that with Friendship is Magic a lot more often. But yeah, I eventually like want to order the DVD of the entire My Little Pony first generation series and watch that. Why is Twist worst pony? I just put that in my video because I like to make fun of my friend Flutter Guy because Twist is his favorite pony, and like Twist is like the least liked pony out of every pony. So yeah, she's not actually worst pony, but she is. Do you think there will be a Friendship is Magic movie? I hope there will be, but I don't think there will be a theatrical release. I think there will just be like a special on the hub or something like that. I don't want there to be a theatrical release because usually with cartoons they bomb at the box office if it's a cartoon movie, a movie based on a cartoon that is, and then I imagine like all the bronies going to uh, the theater and then all the kids that will be there too. Be kind of awkward. But yeah, I'd like to see the a movie like shown on the hub, if anything. Maybe a season 3 finale. That would be great for a season 3 finale if they made a movie. Should bronies influence the show more or less? I'd say influence it less. We've already influenced it enough by getting the IE rating removed, or EI rating, or whatever it was called. I think that's all the influence that we need. And then we had Derpy in there, and we still have her. We still have that scene, and we still have that episode unaltered. It's still altered for like iTunes and other things, but we still have it unaltered. A lot of us do. Like it's at least it's not like the Star Wars fandom where the original trilogy is like gone. What is my least favorite part of Friendship is Magic? Probably the forced educational moments that happen every so often. Like with Read It and Weep, where it's about like reading and whatnot. That's kind of weird. And then there's also the that weird point in Winter Wrap Up where Fluttershy is talking to Spike about hibernation, and it feels like a PBS Kids type show, or if it's a show on Nick Jr. And it's not that kind of show. It's not. I'm not sure what it's like it's trying to be because it was in season one. It was trying to like find this weird identity of the show, and then season two they sort of fell more into it. And I think in season three they're going to be okay. This is the type of show we are, and they're going to be like we're the Powerpuff Girls, and that would be great because Powerpuff Girls was awesome. So yeah, that's my least favorite part of the show is when it gets into those weird moments where it's like forced education. Okay, final question in this section. Will you still be a fan of the show once the series ends? Um, of course I will be. Why wouldn't I be? I mean, I'm still a fan of Pokemon, even though I don't play the games as often as I used to. I'm still definitely a fan, and I'm still gonna play the games. I don't watch the anime that much anymore, but I still play the games, and I still get excited when a new Pokemon game comes out. But for Friendship is Magic, yeah, I'll still be a fan of it, and I might still be a fan of My Little Pony in general if it continues to be a good show, and they still like try to make a good show with the next series. So yeah, I'll still be a fan.